Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to the Hyperspace Database. I'm Jonesy the Mandalorian, your host here with today's topic, the Hapes Nova-class Battle Cruiser. The Nova-class Battle Cruiser was a large capital ship developed by the secretive Hapes Consortium, and was a main part of the Hapes Royal Fleet. While the fearsome Hapes Battle Dragon was the backbone of the fleet, the Nova Battle Cruisers were the main supporting force to the rest of the Hapes Navy. The secretive Hapes Consortium had several unique-looking ships, and since they were so cut off from the rest of the galaxy, not many outsiders had seen their designs prior to the establishment of the New Republic. The Nova-class cruiser was 1,312 feet long, and was bristling with weaponry and offensive systems, with 25 turbolaser batteries, 10 heavy point defense laser cannons, and 10 ion cannons among its incredible arsenal, which were lined up down both sides of the extended wings. The ship was equipped with a Class 1.5 hyperdrive, with a backup Class 12, and possessed deflector shields and a special nav computer. It housed up to 24 My-Till starfighters and 6 Heteronar assault bombers, which were stored in the large central hangar that was near the extended wings of the ship. The Nova crewed around 1,800 beings, and could hold up to 600 troops and personnel, as well as 600 metric tons of cargo. The Nova Cruiser was a frigate, primarily used to harass pirates and other intruders to the Hapes borders, and served to mainly prevent these groups from reaching the incredibly rich core worlds of the Hapes cluster. It was a very fast ship for its size, due in no small part to stealing technology and designs from some of the large Imperial corporations, such as Kuat Drive Yards and the Sorosub Corporation. The ship was slightly smaller than the Hapes Battle Dragon, which was 1,640 feet long, but a third of the size of the Imperial I-class Star Destroyer at 5,250 feet, and was slightly longer than the popular Rebel Nebulon B frigate at 984 feet. While the ship had quite a large arsenal, one of the main flaws in its design was the Hapes' low developmental level of turbolaser technology, which recharged much slower than the galactic standard. Originally, the Nova cruisers had to rotate through which turbolasers fired in order to give their other weaponry time to regain power, and this could be deadly in an intense firefight. In order to counteract this flaw, the cruisers were normally deployed in groups of 3, so that they could cover each other's backs. While this flaw was formidable for many years, eventually cooperation with the New Republic led to the sharing of information and designs, which benefited both parties. The first major appearance of the Nova-class battle cruiser came in the Legends novel The Courtship of Princess Leia, when the Hapes Prince Isolde sought to marry Princess Leia to unite their respective factions, which did not sit well with the jealous Han Solo. The Royal Hapes fleet was sitting outside the New Republic capital of Coruscant when Han arrived from a long stint against the rogue Imperial warlord Zinj, and it came as quite a shock, as the Hapes were known to keep to themselves and not take too kindly to outsiders. This series of events led to the eventual kidnapping of Princess Leia by Han aboard the Millennium Falcon, and many adventures followed in this thrilling tale, which involved many Nova-class battle cruisers and other Hapes forces. After the events in this novel, the Hapes forces continued to remain fairly neutral in the realm of galactic politics, until the Yuuzhan Vong War sparked galaxy-wide fear, and the borders of Hapes were no longer so secure. Leia Organa returned to Hapes and petitioned for aid against these invaders, and it was eventually given to her, though at the disastrous Battle of Fondor, the Behemoth Superstation's center point was misfired and destroyed about 3/4 of the Hapes fleet. Prince Isolde was disgraced and retreated with his remaining forces, and the alliance between the New Republic and the Hapes Consortium was severely damaged. The Vong wouldn't let things sit though, and took the fight to Hapes, where a timely bit of intelligence brought by Jaina Solo and her comrades allowed the Hapes to repel the Vong forces, and reveal the legacy of Prince Isolde's wife, a brand new Hapes fleet built in secret to fight the Vong. This fleet would help fight in the final battle for Coruscant, and the Hapes Consortium would eventually join the Galactic Federation of Free Alliances during the conflict. The Hapes Consortium was also involved in the Dark Nest Crisis, some 35 years after the Battle of Yavin, which saw the insect-like Killiks fighting against the Chiss Ascendancy for territory, and then later in the Second Galactic Civil War, which pitted one faction of Hapes against another that were loyal to the Corellians. Though the Galactic Alliance eventually helped the Hapes fleet against the insurrectionists, and quelled that rebellion. The Hapes Nova-class Battle Cruiser was a very important part of the Hapes Royal Navy, and due to its impressive weaponry and speed, was a very formidable opponent to those that would challenge it, especially when the ships were grouped together to defend themselves and the wealthy people of the Hapes Consortium. Want to know more about great Star Wars topics like this one? Stick around to the end for some secret trivia, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and you can check out my other videos for awesome Star Wars content. Be sure to chat with me in the comments too, because I love hearing and talking to you guys. Super special shout out to my Gold Captain Patreon supporters Nick Sutphin, Miss 2003, and Matthew Scott. Your guys' support is super appreciated. Thank you so much. Be sure to chat with me in the comments, and you can check the show out on social media for more news and channel updates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.